Hello, hello, hello. It is a look into the glass. And this is not
Just
going to be
us.
posted too far out. And because we're lacking on recordings, just to be brutally honest with everybody. We've been out of town and we've been lazy and not
It's not
out.
laziness. We've been exhausted. 17-hour drive
Yeah.
each way.
And then the little
Oh,
mini trip that we had in the middle of it all too.
yeah, which was an 18-hour an 18 or 19-hour day. So, yeah, we were just exhausted.
So yeah, a little inside view of what's been going on with us for the last like week or so. Trying to play catch up with sleep and everything. So I am Jeselle. You got Sela Sharmaine, and yeah, welcome to our sit. Our sit. I didn't even say. I can't even say
Oh,
it. To our sit.
I can't even say it. Shit show.
Our
There we
shit
go.
show. So we just got done doing some pre-interviews today, and we are like, we need to
It
do a
went great.
recording, and they went great, fantastic pre interviews, and
Very
we
excited
started
for
talking.
those.
We just started talking and asking, if we still live. We went back to our hometown, Las Vegas, and we were asking, would we still be toxic while we lived out there? And I think we part of us would be. I don't think we would have started our full on healing journey because, like what I was saying was that I hit a point where you were still like you were still narcissistic, and I didn't want to be around you. And I was hitting that point of I'm done with this relationship. And you said honestly, um, but you said honestly that you would still
Sorry.
be around drugs. Welcome to the shit
No,
show,
honest,
guys.
yeah, yeah. Honestly, I don't think that I would have been able to because when you quit doing something, you have to change people, places, and things. And those
Background
for
entertainment,
those
man.
for those who are watching and not listening, there's a little background entertainment for those of you who are just listening and not watching. When you get home, watch. All right, that's all I gotta say. But anyhow, when you when you when you quit doing an addiction, and I think this works with any addiction, but you kind of quit people, places, and things because you as a friend of mine always says, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And um and so I think one, um especially how my reaction to Las Vegas Valley the first time I went there clean, there was such a huge reaction in me. It was unreal. So that alone tells me that I don't think that I would have been able to be on this side. I don't think I would have been able to stay clean. You know what I mean? Because I would have
Yeah.
thought that clean just meant that I wasn't doing drugs. Whereas in all honesty, you can still have a have an addict mindset and not be doing the drug. And I think I would have stayed in an addict mindset. I think I would have been kind of held captive there a little bit more so than since we moved.
And because of that, I really think that I really would have cut off our relationship because I was hitting a point where I wasn't liking who I was, especially the stress that came with the relationship, because that was the point where I was sick and tired of not being heard. And that's when I was like, you can hang up on me all you fucking want, but you're gonna see what I have to, you're gonna hear what I have to
You
say.
hear what I
Whether,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, whether it was gonna be me texting it to you or whatever the fuck it was, I was making sure it was gonna get across. And I remember that determination. I don't remember the words, but I remember the determination that I felt in that situation. And that was my shift. That was me going, I am tired of not being heard. I'm tired of nobody listening to me. And because most of the family doesn't listen to me, I still feel like I'm being ignored in a lot of areas. Um and it's really rough because it instead of I don't handle it calmly like I used to. I get very freaking pissed. And like I become a hothead. I'm noticing that I become very hot-headed. Like
So the one thing that people confuse healedness for niceness, and that's not the case when it comes to our peace. The work that we've had to do to gain that peace within ourselves, whatever little bit that we have, no matter where we are, we're going to protect that with everything. So it's a natural response. You were protecting whatever amount of peace you were able to gather while the time that you didn't live with me, whatever peace that you were able to gather within yourself, you were protecting that. And you had every right to. So it's very understandable why. I mean, like back then I didn't understand, but I didn't see myself for how I was truly am. I still have a
Mhm.
hard time seeing me. I still have a hard time. I'm still learning me. Like I'm still in the process of figuring out what I desire in this world. I'm still in all these different processes of my own healing journey. So yeah, no, and the shame that I carried, like, I don't know why. Like it was like now I'm like, that was so stupid. Like, it makes no sense. Like, you hated yourself that much for what? You weren't even lying. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
But
you weren't even lying to your loved ones anymore, and you were hating yourself so much. You know?
yeah. Well, and I really do think that I don't think I would be as far in my healing journey as I am. I really don't.
That
I
valley
really,
kind of has a way of inhibiting. I think it's just the energy and the frequency of that valley. In my own thoughts, and I'm sorry to cut you off speaking of not being heard, but um,
no, you have a valid point. And like, while I was out there, it was just, I had no desire to go anywhere, to see anything. Like, I had zero desire for that city. And it was the people, yes, I miss the people, but the everything else, I don't fucking desire to see. I don't desire to be around it. I don't like being there was, I'm not gonna lie, depressing. Like,
yeah.
I, and, you know,
It wasn't your first time being there since you had. Yeah, okay. So you were experiencing the holy crap wave that I probably experienced my first time being there without having that coping mechanism.
it was also the first time I was back in Vegas since I had the remembrance of my 14, 15 year
Your
old portion
abuses.
and abuses that I went through.
Yeah.
And that was probably the hardest part of it because there's a lot of flashbacks.
You know what? I made Joey drive by the house that I lived in with Mike. I kind of experienced the same thing a little bit. Who cares, Giselle? But like they whatever. Um, this is our podcast. But I was experiencing a lot of the sexual abuse backflashes too. I was experiencing the really hardcore heavy feeling, or the heaviness, the weight of it on your back. I kind of went through the same thing my first time going back after, like, being clean, and I mean, you this is your first time since you've conquered your addiction. So,
Exactly.
and the thing I miss the most is literally I just miss the mountains. There I have a lot of connections with the mountains out there. I grew up going to those mountains to cope with all the abuses, we both did. I taught you to do the same thing, you know. So that's the part that I miss. The part that I miss is being able to go off-roading, not mudding, but off-roading, like where there's rock people. you know where there's
Well,
rock to climb, or, go hiking where there's rock to climm. You're not just like treading through freaking sand and whatever and humidity.
yeah. Well, and I think that's why, like, but even when we were back visiting, just outside of Vegas and everything, it made me realize that, like, I love it out there, but it's not the same. It doesn't give
Oh,
me the same feeling like I did when I was younger when we would go out there. And I think it was really hard to take because it was just like, is this really, is this me letting it go? Because I no
mhm.
longer get the same dopamine hit being out there. I don't get the same aha moment. Is the best way I can put it.
Yeah. It doesn't
um,
quite hit, it doesn't resonate the same because it's like, okay, it's more of now you're there for only family. And um I mean, for me, it's like I'm only out there for family and to take care of business, like whatever business that we're out there to take care of.
well, I haven't really had to handle business out there. I'm always out there just for family, but it's not home anymore.
No, it really
That
isn't.
honestly, it's like the best way. This sounds fucked up, but that's where all my traumas are.
You like the whole freaking bubble, man.
Yes, the whole fucking bubble is a fucking trauma mess.
You
And
you endured in Texas too. Like, but that part you look differently. You look at it differently.
I do. Because I don't know why, but I do look at it differently. I mean, it was some of it,
Head
maybe
injury.
because that, and I think, well, that's not the only thing I endured. I endured the other abuse too, but it was, because I also abused myself in that time frame too. We
Yeah,
we
I don't
talked
we do
about
that the
this.
best.
Yes, I
Yeah,
abused myself really badly at that time too. So I went through a lot of abuse in Texas, but like you said, I looked at it differently, but it also, I didn't see it the same. Like, it was extremely, my mindset was differently for sure. Like, I think it was also the living conditions was completely different.
yeah.
Where yeah, I think that's also what made me handle the abuse differently. Was my living condition was completely different compared to the living conditions prior to that while living in Vegas.
Oh gosh, right?
It like just to be
Yeah,
honest,
the living
because
condition. No, no, that does make sense because you didn't you because the living conditions that we lived in, it was very stressful on you. It's very stressful on the kids too because it's not like I could have hid that we didn't have water. It's not like I could have hid, that we had to go to other people's houses in order to take a shower every, couple days or whatever. And I couldn't hide that we didn't have electricity for months. I couldn't hide that we didn't
can
have,
I
I couldn't,
just
there are things I couldn't hide. When you opened up the fridge and there's no food, I wasn't able to hide that shit from you.
and can I go on a fucking tangent right now?
Yeah, it's our
In that
podcast.
time, when we were going through all that bullshit in Vegas, while I was growing up, I was like in middle school. I went through so much bullying. because my clothes had a funky smell to them because we didn't have a dryer. We hung our clothes to dry.
And we had to
And
hand wash it because we
and then there
didn't
was a
because
part where we had to clean.
I couldn't afford
Yeah,
laundromat. I was lucky to be
exactly.
able to even afford laundry soap, but most of the time we had to use dish soap, and if I was able to even do that.
And I just want people to know that like, I'm not saying this in a mean way, but for those who have ever bullied anybody or who has sat there and made fun of somebody because their clothes stink, they had a stain, just something was wrong with them bodily wise, being like all of that, imagine what they were going through at home. I'm speaking on this from like a person who went through a shit ton of abuse at home, and then I went through school abuse where kids
Yeah.
bullied me for the clothes I wore for
Teachers too. Let's call
and
Clark County School District out for what it is. Teachers too.
I had teachers, I did have teachers bully me. And then I just want to put it out there, like I am so lucky that I didn't turn out so hateful.
That's what makes you beautiful you.
Well, because I'm having flashbacks right now. My bad.
No, you're
But
good, dude.
I'm looking back and like I had some of those that were true, real friends with me. Like they never mentioned anything of the sort, or they offered like perfume, or try to put makeup on me. And I had friends that were actually genuine friends and never. They loved me for who I was. They didn't make fun of me. Like they looked at past all that and
They
seen the
didn't yeah, they
person.
looked at they understood that it was they understood what was going on more at home probably because when I went through stuff like that, it was it was because they knew because they've been
Hmm.
there. Like and those were the ones that were like, hey, I'm gonna take you under my wing. It was
Hmm.
especially because we lived in bad neighborhoods
And their
and
families too.
yeah, and then that's what that's what happened to me anyways, was like because I had to use a whole bunch of paper towels because I didn't have any pads. So here I was in literally a heavily, like, there was only a few white kids that went to the school, and it was, how Vegas is. It is
Yeah.
very racial there. It is horrible there. And well, and it was really bad when I was in school. And so, but I got befriended because I was the white girl that was poor. You know what I mean? I was the white girl that couldn't afford, but like in PE, we were doing cherry pickers, and there was some girls behind me, and they were like, "Hey, are you on your period?" And at the time, of course, we were taught to be embarrassed about it. And I'm like, "No,
Mhm.
no, no." And they're like, "You ain't gotta lie. It's okay. Here's a pad. Like, here's a pad." And from that point on, like, they took me underneath their wing, and was like, "No, we got you, girl. We got you," and wouldn't let anybody bully me while all the other ones there were getting bullied. I wasn't getting bullied because I had a couple of those people that were like, "No," you know what I mean? I was pretty lucky in that area,
No,
but I was bullied a lot too.
I had like I got really lucky in having the friends, and but the way and I grew up in the era where they had these like guys that had to wear you had to wear the Vans, and you had to wear like the skinny jeans, and you had to have these clothes. So
Mhm.
fashion statement was everything. I mean, I think that's still kind of the case now, even today. But like it was heavily pushed, and like if you didn't match the fashion statement, then you know you don't fit in. You're gonna get picked on because whatever the reason was. A lot of mine was because my weight and because I had a smell to me, and that was my clothes, and there was nothing I could actually do about it. And yeah, so that was probably, and I was going, what I was going through at home on top of it was really hard. And I did have that one friend that always made me look, she always was different. She was always, you know, she had a bow in her hair or whatever, and she did her makeup. And she was the one friend that kind of was like, it's okay to be different.
Hmm.
And it taught me that it was okay to be different and to be a little outcasted, because outcasts are probably the better one, people to hang out with anyways. And
You don't
and
want to be
even
with the
then,
followers.
exactly. And she always, and the outcast didn't feel like the outcast, you know what I mean, like what they do with the nerds on one side and the jocks on the other. It didn't feel that way. Like, the friend group was so genuine, and I'm still friends with some of these people, like, to this day. Like, we don't talk a whole lot, but we're still friends. And like, I love that. I don't think we have enough of that.
No, we don't. We went from I hope we went from like abuse to
Sorry. Well, like, I'm sorry, but we don't spread enough love in this world anymore.
no. Well, I think it's because I don't know. It's just this world. Like what we're meant to do in this world. I think we go through so much to forget how special we are,
Hmm.
and and I'm speaking this on, people know me, spiritual level type person. And I just really think that that really does, because we don't drop into the families that are easy, or the families that have it all. We drop into the families. What are you laughing about?
It's only been 22 minutes. It took us an hour. I
What?
feel like I've been talking for like an hour.
No, you've only been talking for 20 minutes. Do you feel better though? No. Like,
Damn.
you're like, not one fucking bit, damn it.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Well,
Well, that was a look into the glass moment, pure as it comes.
you made it this far. Congratulations.
I mean, they lasted an hour with us. Imagine what this hour's gonna look if it even turns into an hour.
I don't even know if it's going to be a full hour. We just need to get something out there, man. Just
I
being
mean,
real. Just being real. Like, our last week has been like, it's been amazing, but it's been hell at the same time.
I'm trying to remember the amazing parts.
We had to spend time with family.
Well, I don't know. I was really overstimulated the whole time. I was like,
I
I'm
know you
going.
were.
My body was in full on fight or flight mode the entire time I was out there. I do not know why, other than that city. Oh, here we go. Here's a run back around.
There we go. We did it. We got back on the queue. You guys, for our fans, I just have to say thank you, because like, holy shit, man.
We need it. I think I just discovered our own new logo.
the,
The runaround. The runaround.
runaround. That's why it's the infinity sign, because we're always looping around.
Infinite. Oh
Uh,
man.
because we're
Yeah, we're going
infinite
back to the
fucking circling.
oh, let's jump back into what I was saying. Like, I guess back in Vegas, I was in fight and flight mode the whole time. Like
That would explain, you could have like gave somebody some clues on that, but
did I hide it that well?
yeah, you did actually. You did. You hit it pretty well. You just seemed like, and now I can look back and go, oh well, yeah, now it makes a whole bunch more sense because here you were taking care, not trying, but taking care of a baby by yourself and having all these flashbacks and all of this coming flooding in. And I was preoccupied with everything else, that all the business that had to be handled and everything. So, but damn, yeah, that must have been really, you handled it very well. So kudos to you on that.
I don't know. I crashed out pretty hard trying to get the baby to go to sleep, and I was just sitting there crying. And my sister's like, do you need something? Do
I
I?
know. I remember her coming and getting me, and she was like, mommy, my sister is having a crash out, and she needs her mommy."
Yeah, she's like, mommy needs mommy.
Yeah, she was like, the mommy needs mommy right now. I was like, oh, okay, mid conversation. All right, gotta go, bye. And that's when I walked in. I'm like, okay, I know you're overtouched. So I know touching you is not what you want. Okay, if I take the baby, she's probably gonna cry because she's not on you. So don't do that. Um, do what the fuck do I do? Like what is it in this moment I can help you with?
I mean, yeah. And I think that was day 3.
Yeah, yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, it was like I could still feel it in my nervous system, if that makes sense. Like I can still feel
Yeah.
like everything under my skin is just the wiring is just insane.
Crawling. It's
And
almost like your
yeah,
skin's continuously crawling.
and so I still feel it in my nervous system, and I think that's why coming home, because now like before I left my house, I had things going wrong with my house, and
Mm-hmm.
then I leave and I'm in the city where I had had a lot of trauma that came up in the recent days, and I'm back in the city, and so I'm feeling my nervous system, and then I'm overstimulated, and I have all this shit going on, and I'm just trying to keep my sanity, and because that's really what it was. And then I get home and my house is in another condition where it doesn't look like things are fixed. It just looks like it got worse. And so now I'm just going,
Even though it was
okay,
getting worked on while you were gone, things look worse. Sometimes they look worse before they get better.
exactly. And so I'm just sitting here just like, don't, don't lose it. Don't overdo it. Like, and
Hmm.
it's really hard to make sure you don't take it out on anybody else. That's
Isn't
where
it?
that's where I'm thankful I have people that understand it, know you're going through it, and this is you don't mean it, and and like call me out on it, please, but because I don't want to treat anybody the way they don't deserve, and that's been my other issue is just. And then when I do feel like I'm kind of like trying to talk about it, I'm feeling like I'm not being heard once again. Like, or they're annoyed hearing me talk, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say you said something about basically people, and I wanted to point out to you there was a particular person. I don't know if he's going to hear this or not, but there was a particular person that got very upset at what you were feeling and how you were feeling. Got very upset at the fact that somebody made you feel that way. You know what I mean? by the you feeling like you're just rambling on, or you just keep talking, complaining about the same thing, and because you're venting, and you need to, you're human, and as long as you're going through it, you're going to talk about it even after it's done, because you're still going through it. You're like, okay, now I can take a breath, so you're going to talk about it. You're going through it, you're still in the midst of it. So
Mhm.
to have an expectation of yourself to not talk about it is really a unhealthy thing. Number one, because you are still going through it. So why shouldn't you still have the right to talk about it? I mean, shit, we talk about things that we went through 15 years ago, and you're not going to talk about. You feel like you don't have the right to talk about what you're going through at this moment.
You. Fuck you for that. Damn, that's one way to call somebody out.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Well,
in
you're
all
not
honesty,
wrong. You're
I'm
not
not.
wrong. I guess it's because I'm so used to being told to be quiet. And so I'm used to telling myself to be quiet. And
You're
that
abusing
apparently
yourself
that's,
in these moments. You're still abusing yourself in these moments. Yes. You can flip me off all you want. You can tell me fuck you all you want. That's okay. I'm perfectly happy hearing it.
like, you're not wrong. You aren't wrong. And there's an area that I need to fucking work on.
Yeah.
That's
It's not an
just,
easy area. It's not, because we're so used to being, so somebody else isn't abusing us. Well, fuck. Well, now I have an open area, so let me fill that up. You know what I mean? Because, well, we're still trying to figure out a lot of this shit.
well, just like I always have to call you out, apparently you have to call me out.
I just did it on the podcast. Sorry. But you do it on the podcast too. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for. And, you just pointed
And
out an
you know
area
what?
that
And
I'm
but you know what? Here we go again. There's that circle where we were able to fix our relationship enough to where we can do that.
exactly and do it together.
Mm-hmm. And because shit, why be in this healing process alone?
And that's why we have a podcast.
And
You're
it's only
not
been 32
alone.
minutes.
I mean, it's only been 10 minutes, my dude.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, I hope we made everybody laugh. I hope we made
Ah,
somebody else realize that they're abusing themselves too, and that's an area they need to work on, like I do.
if I called you out, you're welcome. I'm calling myself out, in all honesty, in it too. It's something that I've seen within myself. So
Yeah. Well, now it's finding where I need to start. I guess starting is by speaking up, by talking about it.
that's where to start, babe. Start talking. Let those jaws flap, man. Let those jaws flap and flap and flap as long as they need to. Because guess what? You're allowed to take up that space. You're allowed to take up that time, and you are worth it.
Sorry, a baby came to say hi to me.
And there we go again, unconditional love. And there's an ear that's willing to listen. That she may not understand it, but
I didn't want to hear about all of mommy's issues.
Ah.
Watch me trauma dump.
No.
There's our dark humor.
Huh?
I said, there's our dark humor.
I know. Yeah. Another
Oh,
coffee. I don't need any more.
well, if you stayed this long for 34 minutes, thank you for looking in through the glass. And joining us in our shenanigans.
It's been a long time since we've done just the two of us, so it kind of feels
It
nice.
has been. It does. It feels great. We love our
Yeah,
guests. So please
we
know
do
that we
love our
love our
guests and we
guests.
appreciate them. Yeah, we love our guests and appreciate them, but it would need the podcast was us. We got to do the other ones though too. You know, but it
No,
feels
because
good to just do a
because
podcast between us.
yeah, and I like that we get all these people that have the different healing techniques and teaching us these healing techniques to help us guide through. And other people are getting to see our relationship heal and getting to watch us heal.
Yeah, and in real life, like
Like here's our own show, guys. Like our reality show.
we always said that our family needed a reality show.
Yeah, because in all honesty, I mean, it's almost like a vlog reality show. We come on here, we talk about it, and then like we go on our next for a few days, come back, talk about it. But no, honestly, I appreciate everybody. Probably by the time this is posted, we might be at 10,000 downloads, which is
Yeah,
woohoo. Like,
right.
uh,
That's pretty freaking amazing.
yeah, we haven't even hit 1 year doing Look into the Glass. I just wanted to add that in there because holy crap.
Thank you for
I'm,
listening, guys.
yeah, thank you for listening. And honestly, I would love more people to interact and like, I don't know, talk with us, have a, if you don't agree with what we have to say, I mean, totally disagree with
You can,
us.
yeah, you can are allowed to disagree. Just interact, man. Interact with
Like, and honestly, like, it's different, it's
us.
weird, and I don't think I ever thought I would be here.
Right? I definitely never thought I would do this. I never thought I would be here. I never thought I would belong here
So
or feel that I
open
belong
about
here.
ourselves. Like, so open
Right?
about ourselves. Well, it's the weird part. Like, y'all don't realize how truthful we really are on this show. Like, we said, here's the book and opened it for you. Like, so,
Pick a spot.
yeah.
Spin the tail on the donkey. Pick a spot. I have no more coffee. That's right. Oh, I have water though.
Are you thirsty?
Yes, I am. I've been drinking so much water since we got back from Vegas. Like I'm drinking like almost a full one of these a night.
It's all that dry hair that hit us.
Yes.
But I want to just say thank you to our listeners and to everybody who supports us and who has been a part of Look Into the Glass. Great appreciation, and I, I'm, I'm here.
I'm here.
Right out of words to say. My brain totally was like had all this whole like transcript out and everything, and then just gone. It wiped.
No, in all seriousness, uh, being almost at 10,000 downloads in less than a year. I don't know if, some of you might go, that's nothing. Some of you might go, oh, that's great. Some of you might go, eh. To us, that's pretty much a freaking miracle.
Yeah, well, we're gonna sit in this triumph here. Whether it goes
Yeah,
higher,
we're not minimizing this one.
absolutely not. We're not going to minimize this one.
Yeah,
Damn it, I had something else to say too.
you did too. You were all like, quit doing it. Maybe
Okay, well,
this was a.
clap on, clap off. I'm the let go. That's what I'm because every time you do that is
clapping off the light bulb.
Oh shit. Me hoping it'll clap back on, okay? I really hope somebody interacts with that joke, man.
No shit, right? Come on, you guys. Anyway.
Anywho, thanks for looking into the glass.
I almost went like that.
Just like our YouTube video, you almost did that.
I guess that's just that's my default. When I raise my hand, that's the default. I don't know what to say.
I want to go hunt that video down now just for that. Man, that's when you said mother effing and ners. Are we gonna bring back our mother effing and
All
ners?
your mother effing and ners. Now let's see who knows about that one. If you know about the mother effing and ners, comment. Let us know. Let us know if you are one of our effing mother effing and ners.
You can, guys, teach me to ask me grab the fork. I totally just grabbed something. It was nearby. Oh shit! I feel bad for the people driving. They go back and watch. Well, apparently I'm hungry.
You picked up that fork and you're like, it's like a trident.
Oh man.
All right, you guys. I think we've had enough of our own shenanigans. I don't know.
We had 20 minutes of shenanigans. I think that's quite a bit for them.
So let's go. So let's go to the finale here. We wouldn't be who we are if we didn't move to Texas. We wouldn't be the family, and I don't think that we would be the healed as healed as we are if we didn't move to Texas. I believe that the patterns would have continued, and yeah, there we go.
Nice,
Full circle.
nice summary.
There we go.
All right. Well, if you ever want to interact with more of our videos or anything of that sort, you can also find us on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. And that's all we got right now, just to let y'all know. I mean,
we have
YouTube.
hold on, we have littg at riverside.com where they can go.
You can
We have a
watch
website, guys.
Yeah, we have a website where you can go listen to other episodes and go all the way back to our very first episode if you want. Because some
If you want
platforms
to
don't
go
have
back
all of the
before
episodes.
podcasting, you want to go to our YouTube because that's where we actually first started everything was YouTube. So,
Which was 2 years ago, over 2 years ago.
Which was while I was still actually actively using.
Yeah. So, well, if you guys want to go ahead and go subscribe to that and go follow our other platforms, you can also email us at or you know what, you can, 12 looking through THRU 34 the
glass at gmail.com.
Jesus Christ, Pete's gonna get me for that one.
If I just jumped in there.
Well, thanks for our entertaining our shit show for us.
Hopefully we were entertaining for you. Peace out.